This video is for those of you that identify as pretty, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. If you do not identify as a pretty person, please keep scrolling because you are not going to like what I'm about to say. And as you're watching this video, if you get offended, that's on you. But once you are offended, all I ask is one thing. Ask yourself, if I wasn't a conventionally pretty person, would you listen to me? Today, we're taking a deep dive into all things pretty privilege. While I show you how to do this makeup look that'll have you feeling beautiful, radiant, confident, and absolutely gorgeous. Now this makeup look, I hope I will be posting just in time for Valentine's Day / Valentine's Day weekend. So if you guys try this, please tag me in your pictures because I want to see them and I want to love on you. And see how you did this look and just hype you up, okay? So while I'm transforming this face into a masterpiece while teaching you how to masterpiece with being pretty, see what I did there? You see what I did there? Clever. We're going to discuss why being pretty isn't just some magical privilege that falls from the sky. It's an asset that you earn through dedication, discipline, effort, and strategy. Like spending the time to put yourself together and do your makeup. Because true beauty isn't about what you're born with. It's about the work you put in order to be beautiful inside and out. As always, at the end of all of my videos, there will be an Affirm and Materialize section because we're and around here, that means we bring our affirmations and our manifestations into physical reality. We make it material. The AM section will help you to embody everything you learned and turn this information into practical, actionable steps that you can start using right now. People aren't going to like it when I say this, but being pretty is actually a skill. But most people haven't been willing to put the work in physically, mentally, emotionally to gain this asset. And that asset is extraordinary beauty. So if you're ready to gain practical techniques for enhancing your appearance and learn how to leverage your beauty as a powerful, intentional asset, grab a makeup brush or a pen and let's dive in.
I already primed and did my skincare, so let's set the foundation. Pretty is not a privilege, it is an earned asset, and here's why. First things first, let's define privilege. Privilege is an unearned advantage or an immunity granted to a particular person or group. The key word here is unearned. Pretty ain't unearned. Pretty is a direct result of conscious, consistent effort, investment, and intentional choices. You can't control being born into privilege, but you can control how much you invest in developing your assets. And this includes your beauty. Also, don't forget your ears. As we all know, there are plenty of movies out there about the frumpy girl turned pretty girl, right? There's Miss Congeniality, Princess Diaries 1, Devil Wears Prada, and the list goes on and on. There's also a lot of examples of movies where an absolutely stunning girl has been made to look totally frumpy. So like a prime example of that is literally Zendaya in Euphoria. Like I haven't really watched Euphoria all the way, but every time I see Euphoria, Zendaya looks busted, crusted, and dusted. She looks rough every time. I think that girl's name is Rue. Yeah, she's ruined the day that she got this part because they be making her look messed up. But that woman is also still this woman. And I say this to say it's an earned asset through the work you put in to be perceived in this way. While you might not like to give it credit, a lot of what it takes to be considered pretty or beautiful actually largely stems from if a woman is doing her self-care routines, i.e. skincare, makeup, wellness, and lifestyle routines. All of these things literally add aura points and make you prettier. Like Mia Thermopolis is a grade A example. That girl was never considered a baddie because she never combed out her damn head and her eyebrows was looking raggedy. And then they do that literally one time and it's, a princess. Boom, instant baddie. Hidden pretty girl underneath all of that mess is a grade A bona fide example of the fact that this is an earned asset and you have to put the work in to be pretty. Now, skincare is like a long-term investment. What is investing in your hair, your nails? See that? She cute, I know. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. Like there's a reason this is $1 billion industry. Beauty is a usable asset. Like at the end of the day, I'm getting in free and Mia Thermopolis is not getting in after 11 o'clock for free. I know this is also because she's a child, but you get what I'm getting at. This is also attested to wellness practices like drinking enough water. And learning body language skills like learning how to walk beyond the waddling lesson your parents gave you between the ages of 1 and 4. Most people don't continue practicing knowing how to walk or how to hold themselves properly after that point. And then they wonder why when they walk into a room, no one's turning heads to look at them. They haven't invested in the asset of having a good walk or having good posture. Emotional care also comes into play as it pertains to whether you're perceived as pretty or not, because your composure actually does a lot. Because like you can be stereotypically pretty or beautiful in the face, but if you're running around acting like you're crazy, being crass, or constantly a disrespectful person, or you don't know how to temper yourself, or you're constantly bursting into tears, like your lack of emotional control is not pretty or beautiful. It's kind of a turnoff. Like there is space for humanness, but trust me, as a pretty person myself, I have definitely had some moments in the past where I was not as pretty, beautiful, or radiant as I would have liked to have been in those situations because I was fucking spiraling and I hadn't done all of my inner work yet. As Elsa would say, conceal, don't feel, don't let them know. And that's exactly what we're doing today with these under eye bags. It's not only better for you, but also better for your image to sometimes keep things to yourself, or only to the people close to you that you share that aspect of yourself with. Because like everything else, beauty is a mindset. You have to believe that you're pretty. You have to start with believing you're pretty. You have to start with believing that you are, or that you can be, in your dream body. If you start with the fact that you don't believe that you'll ever get back to your dream weight, you won't. If you don't believe that you'll ever get the clothes in your closet to have your dream style, you won't. If you don't believe that you can do your makeup or get the surgical work that you want in order to have the face that you want and the beauty that you want to share with the world, you won't. Baby girl, let me warn you. If you believe that if you get surgery, your surgery is gonna get botched, or you constantly worry about that, and that's like the prevalent thought, think about that before you get under the knife. Don't do it. You don't have the right system of beliefs to make sure that your face is gonna come out right. Just warning you. Just warning. And let me just warn you, if you get depressed and down on yourself and you start to think that you're getting fat, right? And you're like, I'm getting fat, I'm getting fat, I'm getting fat. You are slowly on the road to gaining weight. It's a basic law of attraction. If you think being skinny is beautiful, think skinny girl thoughts. Think, oh my gosh, veggies are so delicious, and I love water, and I can eat whatever I want, and I still don't gain weight. If you think that being curvy is beautiful for your body, and then think, I love having huge boobs, or my ass is getting fatter, I see you getting fatter every single day, like, think this waist is getting snatched whole and I'm juicy in all the right places. Like, pretty people don't spend their time thinking ugly people thoughts, thinking negatively into their body. Or at least when they do, they're doing their very best to maintain the positive mindset overall. They're not thinking ugly people thoughts physically or emotionally. They spend the time and do the work to get rid of those thoughts so that their primary focus is either as beautiful as they are or focused on getting more beautiful over time. If you want a smaller nose, you need to be thinking that your nose is getting smaller. Either it'll lead you to the right kind of contour for your nose, or you'll change something in your diet that will reduce the swelling in your face, or it'll lead you to a nose job. Either way, the change in your appearance that you're looking for will start to manifest itself, but it starts with your mind. You either have to cut out the things that pretty girls don't do or change your belief system around it. Basically meaning you either have to cut the hot Cheetos or start believing you can eat whatever you want. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, there's a reason I can eat an entire large Domino's pizza once a week by myself and still stay skinny. It's because I believe I will, and therefore I do. But also, if you aren't programmed that way and you don't believe that to be true for yourself, don't force it, because that's not gonna work either. If you know that you already have this like deep-seated belief, you stop eating, XYZ, and you have to start working out, and that's the way that you would lose the weight, then baby girl, so sorry about it, but if that's what you think, then that's the truth. So you need to stop eating XYZ and start working out and doing XYZ. Like, that's how it works. Because if in your mind, that's what you believe the steps are in order for you to be able to get your dream body, no matter what that dream body is, then you have to take those actionable steps. And while we might be taught by society that being pretty is a wonderful thing, it also does come with its own set of challenges. All right, let's see. Switching locations, because life. Oh, hello, welcome to the studio. I switched locations because I was having way too many audio issues upstairs, and then also like just being in the bathroom, and we're just gonna continue the lesson from here. So let's get back to what we were talking about. Ultimately, when people see you as the pretty girl type, what they're actually seeing is their culturally entrenched preconceived notions of what beauty represents. And oftentimes will fail to actually get to know you as a person. Now I'm gonna go over that with a red shadow. And oftentimes will fail to get to know the real you. Meanwhile, a lot of the times, in order to maintain the way that they feel about you, they will literally get upset if you don't diminish the parts of yourself that fit their preconceived notions about you or what they expect from a pretty girl. And they do not react to this in kind. Pretty people often have to navigate and deal with the fact that even if they have good intentions, other people will automatically assume that they're trying to do something bad or something nefarious under the rug just because they're pretty. It's subconscious, but sometimes it's also conscious. Overt beauty also often blinds people. Like on the show Grey's Anatomy, there's this character called Izzy Stevens, and they call her like Dr. Model because she modeled to put herself through med school, right? And no one was actively taking her seriously when she first got there because they're like, oh, but she's a model. Meanwhile, this girl literally modeled and was a professional paid model while simultaneously going to medical school and did so well in her program that she got accepted to one of the best hospitals in the country. Hello? And she ended up being hazed and ridiculed for it, which is like absolutely ridiculous to me. But that goes to show how people treat pretty. You can avoid being beautiful so that you're more digestible, or you can be overtly beautiful and let other people deal with their own issues. I'm using Ululu lashes and I'm gonna do a 14 cat eye lash map, just regular descending down. And if you're one of the girlies that get it, you get it. If you're one of the girlies that don't, Google it. And if you wanna copy this lash map, that's what I did. Started at 14 and worked my way down.
So women who typically don't strongly identify with their beauty don't have to commodify their beauty. Personally, for me, I came from a family of roughly nobody from nowhere, but I'm also stunningly beautiful, which oftentimes more than not gave me a leg up. Now, did I go to a private college and work my ass off to be actually talented? Yes, because the last thing I wanted was for people to say I got to where I am just because I'm pretty. When in actuality, I'm well versed, I'm well trained, I'm highly educated. But even I'm willing to recognize that being pretty gave me immediate status in some rooms because I was the prettiest girl in the room, and that was an asset. It's an asset that I also spent a lot of time, energy, and attention to earn also. However, oh, there's black stuff on my teeth for sure. Yep. You know what? We're just gonna use a little broken wand. We're just gonna let her live her best life today. Today is the day that this wand died, though. I do gotta let her go. However, when you're also in the business of selling your asset of beauty, sometimes you're instantly treated as lesser than, regardless of the actual substance you may carry. Who you are as a person is treated as lesser than because of other people's preconceived notions of what beauty is and what beauty takes. You also have to navigate jealousy and knee-jerk reactions because in the past, a lot of boys and young men were literally taught that it's okay to make fun of pretty girls or to violate pretty girls or treat them differently and wrongly because they can take it due to the fact that they're pretty and have easier lives. And because they have these other benefits in life, it's okay to treat them that way. Which is fucking ridiculous. I have to do a little bit of that lash off camera, I'm not gonna cap. Okay. Also, something I feel like is just not talked about enough, especially in film and TV, is being pretty in the right way. And being pretty in a way that results in your beauty being an asset instead of it being a liability. Because I personally spent like the majority of my 20s, I would say, focused on being like the hottest, right? I was like, well, I want to be so hot. I want to look hot, 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 hot girl. I wasn't primarily focused on being the most elegant or the most beautiful in the room. And the higher up you go, there is a significant difference between being the hot girl and being the beautiful girl. And the difference, honestly, is being taken seriously or being treated like a party favor. Because no matter your level of actual internal intelligence or even what you're actually saying out your mouth, honestly, like, it makes a significant difference in how you're perceived and also how you're treated, just regardless of like the actual substantial value of you. A prime example of this, I'm actually gonna pause for a second. We're gonna take a second. First of all, we take a moment to appreciate. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Prime example of this is literally Kylie Jenner's Forbes cover. Now, I know that this Forbes cover has a lot of controversy and a lot of like, like, is it legitimate? That's not what we're talking about today. We're gonna focus on the beauty aspects of this Forbes cover, not all of that. On Kylie's Forbes cover, she doesn't look like what we know Kylie Jenner to normally look like, or even what she actually looked like when she advertised the products and services that she provides in order to become a billionaire and be on the Forbes cover in the first place. To be taken seriously as a billionaire, she literally was required to turn down her beauty to the flattest point it gets. I mean, at the end of the day, she's still Kylie Jenner. The girl gonna serve every time. She can't help herself. But she was turned down to her flattest possible point so that she could be perceived as respectable instead of as hot or pretty, which is a big difference in the purpose of being on the cover versus for the purpose of selling her makeup brand. Women of beauty have full on taken down empires. So, like, the deadly kiss of a pretty woman, like, baby girl, these lips, they're a threat. There are a lot of preconceived notions centered around a pretty woman. A beautiful woman will sway you from the path. Pretty women have terrible value. Even just a woman having sexual confidence makes her a threat. No way she could be on the cover of Forbes fully standing in her power and in her femininity the way that she does when she's marketing and selling her brand. Why? Because when she's on the cover of Forbes, she's now in the land of the boys. Time and time again, women are villainized when they're consciously aware of their power and the power of their looks. It stems from boys. Notice how I did not say men. We'll talk about that later. Next video. And ugly people, and when I say ugly people, y'all know my definition of ugly people is not actual ugly people, blah, 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 blah. Feeling the need to humble them or humble you. There's something to be said about the whole, ooh, I'm trying to smash her face in that pillow and ruin that makeup and see what's underneath. Did this girl not just spend like 2.5 hours on this makeup and all you're consciously thinking about the fact is that you want to ruin her face? And when you genuinely enjoy the things that make you overtly beautiful, try to decide between cool and warm, this kind of goes. This will turn me purpley, I think. I'm gonna go warm. Here. In case I'm gonna put a little dark with tint right here. And you just like to wear crop tops or have low cleavage, or you love doing your makeup intricately and beautifully and creating artistry on your face, and you call people out for sexualizing you or trying to make you feel bad for being beautiful in general, especially when you're young, they will turn that around on you. And they'll associate you with the trailer trash kind of sexy or the too out there kind of sexy versus the high class sexy or high class, beautiful, elegant, a luxurious woman, a thing to behold. And this also stems into like different types of body types. Like, we can get into a whole video about that later, but there's this certain stigma around a curvaceous woman versus a marriageable type of woman. And if you guys want a video on that, comment down below and I'll like go more in depth on that. But there is something to overt beauty on either side of that where you get treated significantly differently. That's how I'm going to word that. While I could go on and on about this topic for literally forever, because trust me, there is so much more I could say, let's set this in stone so you can learn how to turn your beauty into an asset and ensure that it never becomes a liability. Pretty is not a privilege. It's an earned asset. It's something you earn when taking action toward beauty enhancing activities, but also through dealing with all the external challenges that come with it. Now, the real question is, how do you make sure that your beauty is treated as an asset and not a liability? I'm blind, so I can't tell you. So let's affirm and materialize what needs to happen next. Let's put some final touches on, shall we? I eat my eyebrows because I forgot those, and and some diamonds. Add a little material. I like to keep my eyebrows real light. Okay, all I do is throw on some dried mascara on my eyebrow, and I put on some brow gel, and that's it. We keep it real simple around here. I know there are some people who do like full-on brow tutorials, and it takes them 20 minutes to do their eyebrows. I'm not her. I've never been her. I'll never be her. Like, someone else might end up doing my eyebrows for a super long time. That's happened, throughout my life. But me, no. The truth is, if you want to be pretty, you have to put in the work. So here's how you make that beauty material. First things first, you have to work on your inner beauty. Like, ultimately, if you're a trash individual on the inside, I don't care if you're totally symmetrical in the face on the outside, that does not make you beautiful. Your aura is ultimately what attracts and ultimately is what is the most beautiful thing about you. So that is the asset that you need to pour the most into, which is why it is the first one. Cultivate your inner beauty. And when I say cultivate your inner beauty, I mean, like, take your happy ass to therapy. I will forever preach that. Go to therapy. Read self-help books. Work on your personal development, your personal growth. Express gratitude. Work on being grateful. Meditate. Dear God, meditate. A beautiful mind truly does enhance your outer beauty. It is your greatest asset, is what you choose to do with the inside and how you treat people. Practice your self-care rituals and routines, and take yourself on dates. This is so important. Like, you need to do your meditation, take your bath, indulge in your spa treatments. Like, these are a valuable asset as it pertains to lowering your cortisol levels and also like maintaining your individual peace, and peace is beautiful. Like that's one thing across the board. Like when we're all like beauty's in the eye of the beholder, I think we all behold peace as a beautiful thing. Like peace, peace. Making sure that you're maintaining your peace will keep you stress free and will also make it so that you're not getting wrinkles. If you live your life in a constant state of anger, you're gonna have frown lines earlier than everybody else. Being stressed out is not cute. And I know because a girl has been stressed out in this lifetime. Trust me, taking responsibility for your stress and your stress reduction is a key to maintaining beauty. Because at the end of the day, emotional instability is not cute. I said what I said. And there's just so many benefits to literal peace. Have some. Now let's get down to business. I'm about to tell y'all the truth. Your skincare routine, get one. If you don't have one, get one. 5 steps, okay? I have said in this video very many times, developing a consistent skincare routine is a long-term investment in your beauty. You will get wrinkles way later than everybody else. You will look younger and more vibrant. There's a reason why I'm grown and I still look 17. Like, you have to do the things and drink the water. That's my problem. I think that's a different one. We'll get there. You need to be cleansing, toning, and moisturizing your face 2 times a day and using SPF. 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 I said it again because it's important. You need to be using SPF. Protect your face from the sun. Also get sun every now and then, but like do the things. Do the things. I'm learning to do the things. Being consistent, hard, but whenever I am consistent, skin's popping. Okay? Do the things. Also, weekly exfoliating mask. Like all of the skincare things that you think you need, do them. And don't go overboard, especially if you have young skin. Like I see all these little ladies who are, I'll say little ladies because they're like 9 and 10, and they're in Sephora packing their face full of collagen. Girl, you don't need no collagen yet. You literally have natural collagen production. Use that until you are literally required to add additional collagen to your face, because the thing is like your body will be more prone to the long-term production of it. Like, I know I'm not an esthetician, so don't quote me, but like skincare, okay, that's all I'm preaching. I'm just preaching skincare. Okay. Next thing, you gotta prioritize your nutrition. Okay, I'm gonna say something I'm not allowed to say. If you wanna be a pretty girl, you gotta put in the work. You got to eat nutritiously. You need to prioritize your nutrition. Please stop expecting to be walking around with the energy and the embodiment of a goddess and Mother Nature if you haven't had a single piece of nature in your mouth for the past 3 to 5 years, okay? You need to be eating fruits and vegetables. You have to maintain a healthy diet. What you're putting inside your body is what will show on the outside. I said that means fruits, that means veggies, that means water. You really need to take a genuine look at that, because the health of your body is also the beauty of your body. It's a piece of it. And while eating healthy sometimes sucks because it doesn't taste as delicious, like I know me personally, I eat a little unhealthy every now and again, honestly, like every 3 to 5 days. But like at the end of the day, the majority of my diet is healthy, and therefore I have a healthy body. I'm a healthy being and I radiate healthy beauty. Like, eat good food, take care of the food you eat, and make sure that you're eating healthy. And if you don't want to eat healthy, then you don't want to be pretty. Like, they go hand in hand. It's the truth. And while we're talking about eating healthy, let's talk water. Water is life's blood. The majority of your body is literally water. You have to drink water. I'm talking drink half your body weight in ounces every single day. Because one, water helps to clear your skin, it helps to clear your organs and your body, and it makes you look good, and it makes you feel good, and water's so good for you, all the things, right? But like, if you really want to get into it, the majority of your body is water. If you're not cleansing out the majority of your body to bring new and rejuvenated cells in, like, what are you doing? What are you actually doing? That, and you need to exercise. You have to sweat. Like, you need to be sweating once a day. If you want your skin to look better, I know because I firsthand do this, and like literally any time in my life where I'm not working out is when my skin is broken out, and once I start working out, my skin goes back to being clear. Like, you need to be sweating out your pores and then cleansing your pores. You're not removing the things from your pores because you're not working out. And I'm not saying like, oh, you need to sweat every day, like please sit there and have your meat sweats in front of the TV. No, I'm talking about you need to get up, you need to exercise, you need to walk for 30 minutes, you need to do some crunches, like figure out an exercise that works for you and then do that. Put in the work. It's the truth. I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to everybody. Work out. Work that shit out. Work it out. Another thing that I'm putting on this list that's actually very important to beauty, and while we all might not like to say it, you need to have some form of a signature makeup look. And I'm not saying you gotta go wild crazy, even though I personally intend to go wild crazy for the next year of my life. Like, you need to have some form of a go-to makeup practice, even if that's like no foundation, it's just mascara, eyeliner, lip gloss. Like, you need to find the makeup routines and makeup things that work well for your face to enhance your individual beauty, and then start doing that. I have on a makeup look that's going to make me look like a little bit more and like fire vibe, right? But like, Tomorrow I could look totally different. I could have a soft girl face. I could do no contour and look like a little baby. Like, learn what works for your face and your skin, and then start doing that, and make a practice of practicing your makeup. Like, you should know, like, if you want to be beautiful, you need to know your face. Learn your face. Because just having a basic makeup go-to routine is really going to, one, enhance your features on a regular basis, but also help you to get to know your own beauty and start to see yourself as more beautiful. So watch tutorials on YouTube, experiment, play, and just learn. Practice your makeup, do your makeup, put yourself together every day. Now this one I could roast myself about, okay? And that's investing in quality hair care and also doing your hair. I don't always do this activity, but you know what's true? Even if you're looking a whole hot mess every other part of you, if you do your hair, you will look better. It's the truth, unfortunately. And investing in quality hair care also invests in your hair in the long term, i.e., elongates the amount of time until you start to develop grays and things of that nature, but also literally just taking care of your hair is a practice that will make you feel good. So I'm going to say it. Look, do as I say, not as I do. Get your hair trimmed on a regular basis. Depending on your hair type, go get it shaved if you have a shaved head. Go get it dyed if you're blonde and the roots is rootin'. Okay. Learn to style your hair in ways that complement your face. Like, I know me personally, I have like a little bit more of like a snatch face, so like high ponytails work really well for me. My afro, because it's all like majestic and lioness, like that works for me because I also feel comfortable being that. I have no issue with my hair taking up that much space, also because I've just been used to it since childhood. Like, learn learn the hair types that work for you and the hairstyles that work for you. Let's materialize. I'm gonna add some diamonds on my eyes. Hold on. Oh no, I dropped the diamond. Oh no, it hit the floor. I heard it. The next one is practice having good posture. I already said it once in this video, but I'm going to say it again. That waddle that your parents taught you from the ages of 1 to 4, it ain't cutting it. You slouched over your desk all the time, it ain't cutting it. You slumped on the couch, you walking like this or walking like this. I used to walk like this. I used to literally walk with my shoulders near my ears, and I didn't even understand that that's what I was doing. I had never even walked through space with my shoulders down before. And it wasn't until I got a massage that I actually felt what it was like to relax my shoulders. Like, I physically couldn't do it. But like, go get a massage, find out what your posture is actually supposed to feel like. Like, literally relax your shoulders, sit up straight, sit up straight, sit up straight. Because at the end of the day, the muscles in your back and in your legs and in your spine, like, you need those, and you have to put them in practice of defying gravity. Like, I need you to be defying gravity, okay? I need you to be standing up tall. I need you to be sitting up straight. I need you to care about your posture and how you walk through space, because how you walk through space, it truly does affect the way that you radiate and the beauty that you share with this world. Like, your posture is so important. I know I'm preaching it, but like, please practice your posture, because good posture instantly improves your appearance. And it also will change the way that people interact with you and the way that they treat you and how they perceive you. And it'll also increase your own personal power within you. Like, there's a reason why the power pose, maybe look it up, okay? Amelia Shepherd taught my ass, and I listened. Like, stand in your power, stand up straight. Practice posture, okay? Whenever you catch yourself, uncatch yourself every time without them, okay? Ooh, I'm looking good, y'all. I am looking good. I'm sorry to say it, but your sense of style and your fashion, get some. Yep. It's important. It's important to your beauty and how you're perceived. And I'm not saying that you need to dress like everybody else. I'm not saying go on Pinterest and learn how to style yourself and like just dress like literally everyone in the masses or like what you think. You know what I mean? Dress for you and dress for your personality and your style, but also dress for you. Wear well-fitted clothes for your body. Wear things that flatter you. Learn your body type and learn your own personal sense of style and make it your own and share yourself that way. Like, at the end of the day, I've got a bodycon body. I do not have an A-line dress body. Do I wear A-line dresses sometimes? Yeah, because I love them and I think they're beautiful, and I wish I was a teacup body girl sometimes. Like, damn. But it doesn't change the fact that I know that at the end of the day, what's going to flatter me is probably a bodycon, and I can walk through space and know that I look like a pretty bad bitch if I put on a bodycon dress because I got a bodycon body. It's the truth. So wear what flatters you and learn to have a sense of style. Watch Say Yes to the Dress and shows like what not to wear so that you can finally learn what not to wear. Okay? Like, there are people who definitely don't want me to say this, but at the end of the day, there are fashion schools for a reason. It's an art. You practice it. Learn the art of dressing yourself every day and dress yourself for your own personal success and your life path and who you are as a person. But get dressed. and look good. Wear the accessories. That's so important. Put the accessories on your body. Wear the accessories. A lot of people skip out on that. Learn to dress yourself. And last but certainly not least, I'm gonna say it. I'm putting it on the list. And I know a lot of people aren't gonna want to hear it, but like, beauty sleep is a thing. Get your beauty sleep. If you would like to look more beautiful, refreshed, abundant, and gorgeous all the time, sleep. Get sleep. Prioritize sleeping. Don't make other people make you feel bad for the fact that you finally rested. I know I struggle with this person of midday. Sleep. Get rest. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep if you're an adult. And if you're a teenager, you need more sleep. Get rest. Because one, beauty sleep, you're literally restoring. Your face is like healing, and your skin is healing, and your body is healing, and the muscles that you use throughout the day are healing, and you are literally progressively getting more beautiful in your sleep. Like, that's literally what happens. You need to restore yourself. You need restoration. Sleep. It'll also help with the bags underneath your eyes. And a lot of the things that you need to heal within your body and on yourself, you need more healing time. Sleep. And invest in the quality of your sleep. So I'm not saying like, oh, just lay there, you know what I mean? Or like have the TV on in the background or children screaming, etc. I know that you can't necessarily control that one, but the quality of your sleep also matters. Use silk pillowcases for your hair and your skin. It's not just about your hair. A lot of people are like, oh, you need silk pillowcases for your hair. No, no, babe, no. You need silk pillowcases for your face. Try not to lay on your face. Like, there's definitely a lot of things that go into sleep, and you can find what works for you and what doesn't work for you as it pertains to the quality of your sleep. But like, try not laying on one side of your face all the time. Switch sides of your face, or don't lay on your face at all. That's the most ideal. Like, do the nighttime skincare routines. Make sure that you're sleeping the way that is intended for your restoration and healing and the growth of your beauty. But silk pillowcases, that's going to keep you from breaking out. It will help a significant amount. It'll help with hair breakage and making sure that the ends of your hair are breaking, but it'll also help you to reduce the chance of gaining wrinkles and things of that nature. So just like, come on, sleep, baby, sleep, sleep, sleep well, sleep good, sleep properly. Please sleep. And with everything we've affirmed and materialized, every single thing on this list, consistency is key. You can't just go to sleep one time for 8 hours. You can't just work out one day a week. You have to be consistent and persistent in what it is that you do. Because beauty is something that you continue to invest in. It's not a one-time solution. I'm telling you right now, if you commit to even just one of these practices, you will see a significant change in your beauty and how you carry yourself in the world and even your own personal power. I think it's giving Valentine's Day. And now that we've affirmed and materialized it, you know your beauty is an asset. And don't let anybody else let you treat it like it's anything less. It is a privilege to be able to see such beauty. But you also worked very hard to be that beautiful. And that deserves to be respected. And if you found value in this video, please be sure to hit the subscribe button and the like button and join the Pretty Girl Posse. Okay? It's basically the Plastics Posse, except we're over here on YouTube. Because around here, we support extraordinary beauty, okay? And we're just a group of extraordinary, beautiful people. Like, that is what it is, because pretty people support pretty people. It's in our energy. And that's what we're going to keep doing around here, regardless of if people hate us for it. Also, be sure to hit the bell notification because your girl will be posting a little sporadically, okay? That's just my personality. It's who I am. Sorry, not sorry. Like, you gotta hit the bell button if you want to see my videos. Otherwise, you might never see me again. So, make sure you hit the button. Love ya! And next week, I'll be hitting you guys with another spicy video. Okay? Because next week, I'll actually be getting my video out on time, God willing, because doing makeup and talking at the same time is so hard. So next week, I got you. So until then, please keep growing your investment portfolio and invest in the beauty that is you. Do your skincare, drink your water, do your workouts, get some sleep, do it like you just don't care, because you shouldn't care. Investing in you is one of the best things that you can do. Because pretty is not a privilege. It's an asset that you're earning every day. And I'm so proud. I sure do like the boys who like to dance real slow.